Under the vast Catalan sky, where mountains cradle ancient villages and the sea breathes salt into the wind, a boy once ran barefoot across sun-warmed fields chasing a dream wrapped in leather. In Linyola, far from the roar of Camp Nou, destiny first touched Bojan Krkić, a slender silhouette against the horizon, his laughter mingling with the rustle of olive leaves, already carrying within him the spark that would one day illuminate football's firmament. He arrived at La Masia like a comet, bright, swift, and impossible to ignore. The world watched, breathless, as this Wonderkid danced across youth pitches, leaving defenders grasping at air and goalkeepers frozen in disbelief. Yet even then, in the golden hour of promise, the faintest shadow of melancholy hovered, for comets, no matter how brilliant, are destined to burn across the sky only once. La Masia stands like a quiet monastery of football faith, its stone walls soaked in decades of ambition, sweat, and whispered legends. Here, at 9 years old, Bojan stepped through the gates, small, serious, eyes already older than his years, carrying the dual heartbeat of Catalan pride and Serbian fire inherited from his father. The academy air smelled of cut grass, leather, and possibility. Every training session was a ritual, every touch a prayer. Over 7 seasons, he scored nearly 900 goals, a number so vast it feels mythical, like pages torn from a child's impossible storybook. He moved with liquid grace, the ball an extension of his will, each finish precise yet poetic, as if the net itself bent to welcome him. In those years, he outshone even the teenage Messi in the youth record books, a quiet, staggering fact that would later become both crown and curse. Barcelona in the mid-2000s was awakening to its own renaissance, Ricard's elegance, the birth of tiki-taka, the philosophy that the ball should dance rather than be forced. Bojan was its purest expression, a boy who understood instinctively that football could be art, beauty, and truth all at once. Yet beauty, when placed under spotlight, can begin to tremble. September 16, 2007. 17 years and 19 days old, Bojan stepped onto the Osasuna pitch and into immortality. Younger than Messi at debut, he carried the weight of 1,000 expectant eyes and answered with poise that made the stadium hold its breath. 3 days later, in the Champions League against Lyon, he became the first player born in the 1990s to grace Europe's grandest stage, a boy rewriting time itself. The goals arrived like spring rain, sudden, abundant, cleansing. His first La Liga strike against Villarreal made him Barcelona's youngest league scorer ever. Each celebration was modest, almost shy, as though he feared frightening the dream away. By 2009, he was part of the treble-winning side, La Liga, Copa del Rey, Champions League, lifting silverware beside giants, his name chanted in rhythmic waves across the Camp Nou. Wembley, 2011, the night air thick with fireworks and fate. Bojan stood among Messi, Xavi, Iniesta, a boy from Linyola now etched forever into one of football's most sacred photographs. The world believed he would never leave that light. They were wrong. The first cracks were subtle, a mischance here, a quiet spell on the bench there, but they grew like frost across glass. Anxiety began to whisper louder than the crowd's roar. The weight of the next Messi settled on shoulders still growing, pressing until breath came short. Injuries followed, hamstrings that tore like paper promises, each setback a reminder that even silk can fray. In the summer of 2011, at only 20, he made the hardest decision of his life. He left home. The farewell at Camp Nou was tender and terrible, fans singing his name one last time as though trying to hold back the tide. Roma became the first chapter of exile. Milan, Ajax, and others would follow, each lone a new city, a new language, a new attempt to outrun the shadow of what he once was. The Wonderkid had become a wanderer. The boy who once danced under Catalan floodlights now chased ghosts across foreign pitches, searching for the version of himself that had never doubted. And somewhere in that long, lonely walk, he began to understand that survival, too, is a kind of victory. Stoke City offered something unexpected: raw, unpolished love from the terraces. In the Premier League's physical storm, he rediscovered joy. 16 goals, moments of brilliance against Manchester United and Everton, celebrations that felt like defiance. For the first time in years, the ball felt light again in his feet. The journey continued. Mainz, Alaves, Montreal, each stop another stanza in a poem of persistence. Then Japan, Vissel Kobe, cherry blossoms falling like soft farewells. On March 23, 2023, at 32, he played his final match, the stadium lights soft, the applause thunderous, tears shining on his cheeks as the ball rolled one last time from his boot. But the story did not end in goodbye. Months later, fate turned the page once more. Bojan returned to Barcelona, not as player, but as youth coordinator, eyes bright with purpose, hands ready to guide the next fragile dreams. In that quiet, circular act of homecoming, the Wanderer became the keeper of flames, and the Wonderkid was remembered at last. What does it mean when a boy is given the world at 17 and then asked to carry it forever? Bojan's story is the shadow side of football's golden myth, the reminder that talent is fragile, that pressure can bend even the strongest spine, that "what if" is the most haunting phrase in sport. And yet, 900 youth goals, 3 La Liga titles, 2 Champions Leagues, journeys across 7 countries. These are not failures, they are chapters. His perseverance through anxiety, injury, exile, and quiet reinvention is perhaps more heroic than any hat trick. He teaches us that the greatest legacy is not always silver. Sometimes it is simply continuing. Now he stands on the touchline at La Masia once more, watching boys who dream the same impossible dreams he once did. His presence is a lighthouse, gentle proof that falling does not mean the end, that the game can still love you even after it has broken your heart. In his quiet return, football itself is redeemed. As dusk settles once more over Lignola's fields, a single ball rests in the grass, waiting for tomorrow's children. The same wind that carried Bojan's first dreams now rustles the leaves, softer, wiser, carrying the echo of every goal, every stumble, every return. He was never truly forgotten. He was simply waiting, in Stoke's roar, in Kobe's blossoms, in Barcelona's embrace, for the moment when the world would understand that Wonderkids do not vanish, they transform. They become the light by which others run. And so the story closes, not with an ending, but with a beginning renewed. Somewhere tonight, a boy is dribbling under floodlights, chasing a dream too big for his boots. He does not know it yet, but the Wonderkid who once danced across Catalonia is watching and smiling.